Zeno of Citium is not as famous as Marcus Aurelius or Seneca, yet without him there would be no Stoicism. His story is one of loss, perseverance, and the creation of a philosophy that would endure for over 2,000 years. Zeno was born in Cyprus around 334 BC. He was a merchant by trade, sailing the seas with valuable cargo. But one day, a violent storm destroyed his ship and left him with nothing. Everything he had built, all of his wealth, was gone. Most would see this as the end. But Zeno would later say, "I made a prosperous voyage when I suffered shipwreck," for it was this disaster that set him on the path to philosophy. After his shipwreck, Zeno wandered into Athens. There he began studying the great philosophers, Socrates, Plato, and the Cynics. He was captivated by the question of how one should live. In time, he began teaching his own ideas. But instead of holding lessons in temples or private halls, Zeno taught in the open air, under a painted porch called the Stoa Poikile. From that porch came the name of the philosophy he founded, Stoicism. What did Zeno teach? At its heart, his philosophy was simple yet profound. He believed that happiness does not come from wealth, status, or pleasure, but from living in harmony with nature and reason. Virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance was the only true good. Everything else, fortune or misfortune, health or sickness, wealth or poverty, was indifferent. What mattered was how we responded. Zeno taught that the wise person focuses only on what is within their control. External events may bring loss, pain, or hardship, but these do not touch the soul unless we allow them to. Freedom, he said, belongs to the one who governs his own mind, not the one who commands riches or armies. Though his own life was marked by hardship, Zeno lived with discipline and simplicity. He wore plain clothes, ate modest meals, and sought wisdom above comfort. Even in death, he embraced stoic calm. After tripping and breaking a finger in old age, he interpreted it as a sign that his time had come. He left life as he had lived it, with dignity, acceptance, and peace. Zeno's impact was immense. From that painted porch in Athens, his teachings spread across the Mediterranean. Centuries later, they would inspire emperors like Marcus Aurelius, thinkers like Seneca, and even prisoners of war in modern times. His philosophy has outlived kingdoms, emperors, and nations because it speaks to the eternal human struggle, how to live well in a world full of uncertainty. Zeno reminds us that even in shipwreck, even in the loss of everything we thought we needed, there can be a beginning. Adversity for him was not the end of the story, but the opening of a greater one. From disaster was born a philosophy that continues to guide millions. His life leaves us with a powerful lesson. True strength is not found in what fortune gives, but in what it cannot take away. Wealth, status, even life itself may be stripped from us, but character, virtue, and wisdom remain within our power. Zeno of Citium may not have written as much as other Stoics, but his example was his greatest teaching. From shipwreck to philosophy, from loss to wisdom, he showed that sometimes what we think is the end is only the beginning, and that is why his voice, though centuries old, still speaks today. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Stoic philosophy and timeless wisdom.